Lethal Opinions.
Hello and welcome to the Lethal Opinions podcast. This is Brody. I'm joined here with Pert and Kieran. And today we're going to be discussing a very, very well-beloved and also well-hated RPG. We are talking about Fallout New Vegas.
Oh,
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring-a-ding-ding, baby.
I wanted
Come on,
to ask.
got
Game
that.
that defined a generation.
I wanted to ask
And-
before we got into anything crazy.
Okay.
What is? Oh, sorry, bro. I know you're done. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. You got me interested now.
Okay, I was gonna ask,
going on?
what
Yeah,
was your
yeah.
guys' first ever Fallout game?
Fallout 4.
Oh,
Yeah, 4.
you poor sweet summer child. I am so sorry.
Yeah. New
Yeah,
Vegas
yeah.
is better.
Yeah.
New Vegas is so much better.
Yeah, it really is. And then my next question would be, when did you guys discover, or how did you guys discover Fallout New Vegas?
Russian Badger video.
Ah.
Well, okay, no, that's not how I discovered it, but that's how I got like the genuine desire to play it.
Yeah. I guess that's a better question. When did you like find yourself interested in playing it? I guess that should be a better question.
Well, around about when I was like 16, 17, I
Mhm.
just realized that I was tired of the same linear games that I was constantly playing. I wanted something a bit more open. I
Yeah.
wanted to get into RPGs because I'd avoided them for so much of my life, and New Vegas just seemed like a really good, way into that.
Yeah.
A good
Yeah.
starting point.
How about you, Mr. Kieran?
Me, I do know about that Russian Badger video Brody talked about. I had watched that, but before then I had always known about the memes of New Vegas. I always saw the
Yeah.
two different ones. Of the one where it turns
it's
you into a
hard
gig.
to
Yeah.
avoid the memes.
Yeah, I've seen the memes of the ones where it turns you either into a Giga Chad or a femboy.
Yeah.
I always saw them. And I
So,
was like, okay, I know this game, but I don't know what it's about.
mm,
And then I eventually played it.
I
It's
don't
great.
understand this meme. Why does this game turn you into a bottom?
Yeah,
Fucking men
it's like the
kissing
homeless
person.
people walking through New Vegas box art, and then there's like femboys on the other side.
wait,
It's literally
why do I
what
want to kiss
happened to
boys
some-
all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's how I learned.
All I did was max out my charisma character.
All
Now
I
I
did
wanna-
was do everything else in the game before I even killed Benny. I mean, I don't get.
Yeah, I remember my brother played Fallout 3 in front of me, and I thought Fallout 3 was like one of the coolest games ever. That game got me into all the post-apocalyptic
Because
shit.
it is.
And I think I played, which one released first, Metro or New Vegas? Let me see something.
Ooh.
Metro
Huh?
2033
What'd you say?
release date.
Oh, Metro.
2010?
Yeah.
New Vegas released in
They're
2010
both
too, didn't it?
post-apocalyptic games.
New
Yeah,
Vegas
Apocalypse, right?
release. Okay, yeah, so apparently, Metro 2033 came out first. And I remember, like,
Neat.
Metro 2033 became my favorite post-apocalyptic game when I was a kid. I never beat it, but it was just, the world was so cool to me. And then I played Fallout New Vegas because my brother's dickhead friend, who they're now fucking, they're enemies now, which is really funny. He brought the game over so that they could play on the Xbox 360. And when they fell asleep, I got on the Xbox and played it. And
Right.
I fucking hated it. I hated New Vegas when I was a kid because it was so
How could
open
you?
and barren. I was so bored
Yeah,
out
no, I
of
get
my
that.
mind.
How dare this apocalyptic game be apocalyptic? What the fuck?
No, that's the thing. It's like there's post-apocalyptic, and then there's emptiness, and then there's emptiness that's done well.
Yeah.
And
They kind of go hand in hand.
I partially disagree. There is something to be said about, like, you could say a lot of things about Fallout 3 and how much it sucks. That's fine. I think this is a hot take. I actually like Fallout 3 more than New Vegas because I like games that are more fun. But okay, no, okay. Like, I'll say this right now: Fallout 3 definitely has like worse writing. Fallout 3 definitely has worse combat.
I've never
hold on.
played 3, so I don't know. So I'll have to take
I'm
your
hitting
word
you
for
with
that.
this right now. I prefer Call of Duty over Halo because I prefer games that are actually fun.
No, but that's actually a genuinely reasonable take. I think it's the same thing
No, it
here.
isn't. That's not reasonable.
No, to prefer
all.
Call of not modern COD. Not modern COD.
Yeah, no.
Like
Not
Modern Warfare
but
2
I
to
like
One is not on the table.
Hear me out.
to imply
Modern
that one
Warfare
is just
2.
objectively more fun than the other.
Well, it's not
wrong.
object. It's about finding it more fun. For Modern Warfare 2 compared to Halo 3,
for you.
I can see someone say, I prefer Modern Warfare 2 to Halo 3. I can completely, because they're two totally different games in terms of speed and enjoyment.
Yeah.
I
think
I like Fallout, and I think I definitely, objectively, I like Fallout 3 more than Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I like Fallout 3. I think it's dumb fun. I think it's more fun. It's Fallout New Vegas is one of those games that's like you gotta take it somewhat seriously. It's not as I don't know how to really describe it in a way that doesn't sound insulting. It's not supposed to be insulting, but New Vegas just isn't as fun.
Good.
It's not good. No. Fallout New Vegas is better than 3. Absolutely. I like Fallout 3 more. Doesn't mean it's better. Fallout 3 is marginally fucking worse.
Right.
But yeah, as I was saying, my whole thing is
hold on. Take that back. What is it about Fallout 3 that's worse then?
Fallout 3's writing is fucking awful. The combat is debatably worse, although I actually like it more. But I'm also
an essay written.
Wait, what?
Bro has a whole.
He came out the park very strong with that answer.
Oh, dude, because the writing's awful. When I played Fallout 3, I was cackling at how bad the writing was at points. I think there are points though, and I'll say this: I think there are some parts that are actually better than Fallout New Vegas' story. Not overall. Overall, the story's worse. It's how it handles the story that I think is better at points.
There's always going to be like that. There's always going to be that one writer in the back of the development room that's actually like trying, while the rest of them don't give a fuck.
Yeah, back in the Bethesda ruins, still working away.
He's still there. He's trying to steer 76 into the right direction.
He's updating Skyrim still. That's what he's working on.
He's the one that added the gun.
What I will say though, this is the reason I brought up the whole being bored in desert thing is I kind of wanted to lead that back into a few years ago. Right on the time my channel really took off, my Twitch channel. I was playing New Vegas. I did a New Vegas playthrough from start to finish.
I remember this. This is when I first started watching you.
Yeah.
I
will say that when I played it my second time, I really liked it. I thoroughly liked it. And then I played it 2 more times after that. Neither time to completion, but I did play like quite significantly into the game 2 times after that. One was unmodded on the 360 release, and then the other one was modded on PC. And I realized something on that fourth playthrough.
To the disclaimer for the viewers, by modded he means he added in the sex mod.
No!
Sex and he smiles.
Gotta cut it out!
He made his main character.
Where's Pulf when you need him, man?
He made the armor pink.
But yeah, I on my like latest playthrough, I played about 45 minutes into it, and then it hit me, and I realized something that I may get lynched for, but I have a platform, and I'm going to say this.
I get it.
Fallout New Vegas is hilariously mid. It is so fucking mid. I'll say it right now. The world is boring. The world is empty and fucking boring. I will die on this fucking hill. I will.
I can hear the missiles.
Fallout New Vegas, if you're talking about
I can practically hear the obsidian cock gobblers just fucking railing out.
Outer Wilds is the best game ever.
I have a cup of water right now and it's shaking. The fucking Discord mods are coming for you.
I will say, when it came to Fallout New Vegas, out of all the first-person shooter Fallouts, it's the best. It is. But you're comparing, of all the first-person shooter Fallouts, I'm going to list them. Okay, so get ready. It is comprised of Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. That is every one of the first-person shooter Fallouts.
It's not exactly high standards.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like, oh, it's like, no, not really. Fallout 1 was better. Fallout 1 was better than Fallout New Vegas. It was. Hands down.
Yeah, because Fallout 1 had care.
Yeah, Fallout 1 had a lot
More
of
care.
style and care, and it
Back
was
then, they actually
interesting.
had to like try to make the game good in
You know,
order to
it's
sell
because
it.
the people who are making Fallout were the ones who are like, hey, let's come up with this idea and make it. You know, unlike the people who made New Vegas who were told to make this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So
more care.
yeah, you get this game that a lot of people like to suck off, and it's called Fallout New Vegas. And I want to say right now that Fallout New Vegas is a solid 6 out of 10. It is a good game, but it is closer to mid than it is masterpiece.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
not
I
a
can
mess.
agree.
Okay.
It has its flaws.
Like,
It
yeah,
has many flaws.
I'd say it. Yeah, I'd say it's good, and it's one of those games that I feel like everyone should try. But I wouldn't say
Absolutely.
it's one of the best.
I've said this before. I think if anyone ever wants to get into RPGs who isn't like a big RPG person, you should play these games in this order. Start off with Skyrim. Skyrim is the
I was
easiest.
about to say.
Skyrim isn't even really an RPG. Like it is as close as an RPG as fucking Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is. Right? You choose a name and choose your skin tone. Yeah, okay. And you choose like some dialogue options that don't really affect the story all that much. Yeah, there you go. Right? It's the same basic idea.
Yeah.
But it's a pretend RPG. What?
But like, you can change the world around you. You can do a civil war and stuff.
The only meaningful choice in the entire game is the Civil War, and it goes nowhere.
Yeah, that's literally the only like thing you can actively change about the world outside of
What,
killing off the
Skyrim?
dragons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Skyrim is yeah, and here's the thing.
They never finished that.
Pick your side, guys. The guys that have been racists and have been around for thousands of years, or the guys who are racist and have been around for like 20 years. Pick a
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. Guys, you have two options: the racists and the racist. Which color would you rather wear their armor on?
The racists or the rapists? Which one?
Whereas in New Vegas, the choices are the non-democratic Democrats and the Imperials.
Oh, and then the libertarians.
The
then
not all
yourself.
liberals. And the fascists.
Yeah, after
Those are your
Oh
options.
yeah.
after you play Skyrim, then move on to New Vegas. After you play New Vegas, then move to Baldur's Gate. That's what I tell people every time.
Jesus.
Seriously, that's
That's
a
a
good
fucking
jump. Baldur's Gate 3 specifically, not the original. Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3
Jesus,
will
that's a
actually is genuinely no, it really isn't. A lot of people think Baldur's Gate 3 is like super in depth. It really isn't that crazy in depth. That game, like
Here,
that game,
kid, Skyrim, New Vegas, and right to Baldur's Gate now.
Baldur's Gate 3 isn't that bad. I'm being as someone who's not like
You in 8 weeks.
I'm just saying, I played the games. I played Fallout New Vegas. I played Skyrim. I played a bunch of games. I played some D&D, and then I played Baldur's Gate 3, and I had no issue. It was one of the easiest D&D campaigns. It was actually easier to play Baldur's Gate 3 than it was to learn my actual D&D campaign that I was playing with my brother. So that's my whole point. My whole point is that, like, you know, New Vegas is a pretty good middle ground for...
Look at you. You did so well. You played Shovel Knight. All right, play Elden Knight. Next.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't appreciate
Here,
this.
Bloodborne.
You guys came onto my podcast. Yeah. I guess we should.
Back to New Vegas.
Well, I was gonna ask my my guest of honor here, Karen. How do you feel about New Vegas' story? I feel like that's a good place to start.
He didn't play
good
the story. He
question.
just did all of the side quests.
Yeah.
And then he killed Benny, and
No,
he's
no,
like,
I
"Yep,
did.
that was a fun story."
He
I
did, like,
did
all of
do the story just like I did the story just like at the end when I'd done everything else. I did literally do I unlocked
Bro
every...
literally maxed out guns at 100 before he
I
killed
did.
Benny.
before
Bro
I
got
killed-
caught
before
mewing,
I
bro.
killed Benny. I unlocked every map marker before I even went to the New Vegas Strip because I have.
Oh, you know what? Actually, before we even get all the way too deep into the story, I guess I should ask this first.
Okay.
Who did you side with on your first playthrough?
Oh, me. House.
Oh, that's a good one for a first playthrough.
Because to me, it made more sense from the character who you're playing as. Because I know it's an RPG and your character isn't anyone, but to me, why would he join a bunch of brutal like Caesar Legion people? Why would he care about the NCR? To him, he just had to deliver the chip. So why wouldn't he just do that? That was his job in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to me, House is the most like, yeah, you delivered it. Thanks. Here, have a fucking penthouse suite and live off your days.
Mm-hmm.
Just help me with this shit. So his was to me, what came across as the most good for your character, best ending, I guess, in my
The logical conclusion to your character.
yeah, most logical.
Yeah, but because your character is just a fucking lowly courier, he's not going to
Yeah,
care
he's just a
about.
postman.
He
He's
doesn't
just a
care.
postman.
He doesn't care about democracy, which isn't even a
Yeah,
democracy. It's a dictatorship.
I
But
don't,
don't
I
worry
don't,
about that.
I don't know why this man who was like delivering mail would all of a sudden become like a fucking Caesar's legionnaire
Yeah.
and crucify people out of nowhere.
Even like the NCR makes more sense, but I'm not gonna jump into this because I have a lot of quarrels with how the Caesar's Legion is written. I think it's terrible.
I don't like the NCR. Fuck the NCR.
Oh, I don't like the NCR either. My big thing is my big issue with the cancel or not cancellation, the fucking the Caesar's Legion. Yeah, cancel Caesar's Legion.
The Cancel Legion.
Yeah.
That's just Twitter.
Says
like I just want to say this really quick is that the Caesar's fucking Legion, right, is one of the worst written factions in all of Fallout because they're the dumbest fucking group that should not be a threat. It should not be a threat.
Well, the leader does have a brain tumor.
Exactly.
So I don't think he's really I know. I don't think their leader's like fully thinking shit out.
No.
No, I know. My thing is they shouldn't even be like strong enough to make the NCR scared. The NCR should have wiped them out.
Like one of the most ironic things.
I feel like that is Obsidian's failure of making them look more opposing than they were.
Yeah. Like I get it. I get how like they would have a lot of people by they united several tribes. They have a lot of manpower. But like you ever see a Caesar's Legion soldier go up against an NCR soldier? They fucking destroy the NCR with just like a single hammer.
And it's so stupid.
Not what
it's like
would happen. They are wearing hides.
Yeah.
They are wearing hides and little bits of metal here and there. A fucking 5.56 round would pierce right through that shit. They would.
They're wearing like football gear and like tires, and they're obliterating an entire squadron and stuff like military trained men.
It's just not what would happen at all.
I feel like that's Obsidian's failure at making them look
it feels
more
a lot like like zombie games that have like a zombie apocalypse rapidly spreading, and it's like, how did the military not stop this?
Yeah, exactly. It's literally the same fucking thing. That is the best fucking allegory I've ever heard for Caesar's Legion. Oh my god. It's literally just The Walking Dead.
The military failing to keep in their soldiers.
It's like, why didn't you guys
army of zombies?
Why didn't you guys just blow them up? We have blow up technology.
Listen, I'm just saying, there was a patient zero. They bit like 3 people, so you got like 4 zombies in that room. You failed to prevent that from becoming a whole worldwide outbreak? How the fuck did you fail that?
Yeah.
It's like 4 people in a nuke, just fucking nuke them and you're done.
Like, I can understand if it was like a third world country that got hit with zombie virus. But like, how the fuck did America, of all countries where everyone has guns, how did at any point that country fall? It is so like cordyceps in fucking The Last of Us. That's the only time I've ever seen it work, and that's because it wasn't just a patient 0; it was a patient 15,000 zeros, right? Like it was almost a bunch of people just started quickly changing because they had been eating the fucking food and shit. So they just all started quickly changing, and no one could keep up with it or understand what was going on.
Yeah.
The Italians got fucked. All their mushroom pizzas down.
Fuck the Italians.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Italians. I'm sorry, every Italian who's watching.
Nintendo's gonna kill you.
The apocalypse has started. The world is doomed. Which country got hit first? Italy. Oh, don't worry.
That makes
Nothing's
sense.
changed.
Oh man. But yeah, back to New Vegas. Brody,
Vegas,
Brody, which side did you go with on your first playthrough?
I went with the NCR. I don't like the
Ugh.
NCR. I really I don't like any of the options. I'll just put it how it is. I don't like
I
any of them.
I like Yes Man. That's what I went with on my first playthrough.
Well, yeah,
I
but
like Yes Man. I've never done it, but I like the idea
I
of it.
understand the appeal of just becoming the fucking king of New Vegas, being the only one with power. I kind of like
I
that,
feel like
but I
I
didn't
feel like a
want to
lot of games should have
be
that
that
option
guy.
where you can book off the factions and do it yourself.
I
Yeah, come on, Skyrim.
I
Why
feel
can't
like
I rule
yeah,
Skyrim?
yeah. I
one
feel
of
like
the things
Why can't I vie for the role as Jarl of all of Skyrim?
yeah. Why can't
the
I have the jagged crown and be king? What the fuck?
my thing with Fallout New
Why do you
Vegas
let this one
specifically
fucker become king?
is that with the Yes Man run that kind of cracks me up is that like if you do Yes Man, like I think Yes Man's technically like the best option like morally, but at the
Yeah,
same
no,
time,
kinda.
like if you really think about
Moral?
it, it's like
It's
it cuts you out
it's
of
a
all
weird
the
one
fun
because
content in the game.
with the
It's
Yes
very
Man option,
self-centered.
it is moral depending on how much of a moral person you are as a player.
Yeah, it's a very
Like
self
if
kind of.
if you are intentionally a cunt, then doing the Yes Man is really, really wrong because you're just being power hungry. Whereas if you're actually a really nice person and you do Yes Man, then it's like you're saving New Vegas from tyranny.
But I just think
Like
it's
it
really
depends.
funny.
You're
It's
becoming
it's one of
violent.
the only ones where it's dependent on you. I
Mhm.
like that.
I just find it really
I mean,
funny that they specifically it's like okay, Yes Man's the best option, but you don't get to see any of the good writing of the NCR or even Caesar's Legion. You don't get to see any of that. You just skip through it.
uh, uh, good writing? Good writing? Where?
adequate.
Yeah, adequate. Gets
Yeah,
the
yeah,
job done
that's better.
writing.
This does remind me. Isn't there like other endings as well from that one DLC in the game?
I don't know
I
actually.
think
Yeah.
I think there's like when you meet Elijah, you can either be with him and
Oh,
play the
yes.
strip.
Yes.
There's that. Those are two other endings, but I don't have the DLC, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Holy.
oh my god, that was my favorite DLC. I can't remember the name of it. Jesus.
Yeah, it's the one where you go to like the fucking
It's the one
hotel in
that
the middle of
everyone
nowhere.
hated, but I actually really liked. I think that one was Dead Money.
Yes, it was.
Dead
Yeah,
Money I really liked. Everyone
definitely.
hated on it.
All
Everyone
of
fucking hated it, but I really liked it.
Well, yeah, because
all
everyone
of the
wants to play
YouTube
the DLC
threats.
where you meet the best man ever.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What?
I hate
Who
honest
wants to
hearts.
who wants to play fucking Dead Money when you can meet Sigma Edit Man?
I fucking
Uh,
hate
uh,
honest hearts. They oh my god, it's so bad.
Right, I
it's
think
not
that
as bad as
personally,
Lonesome Road.
I think you need to cleanse yourself, brother. I think you
I
need to
think you
go
need
to New Canaan.
Listen, all I'm
I think you
saying
need to get like a table full of 9 millimeters and just keep checking for
yeah,
spots.
yeah. I hated Honest Hearts. I played through like I streamed it too. I played through
Kurt,
it.
I get the feeling that the fire inside doesn't burn as the fire
I will
somehow.
I will say Honest Hearts does have one good thing. And right at the beginning, there's one guy you meet who is voiced who is the guy who voices Lee Everett from The Walking Dead, and he dies like I think right at the beginning.
Are you fucking serious? I never even noticed
Yeah,
that.
no, you meet yeah, he's like a guy and he's like, "Hey, I'm a trader going through. You want to
No,
help
yeah, I know
me?"
who you're
And then like
talking
he
about. I
gets
just didn't
head
know it was
off.
voiced by Lee. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah, it's the same guy who does Lee.
I'm really mad right now that
I'm
they
pretty
just.
Yeah.
sure.
Oh my god.
And
They
then they kill
killed
him.
me ever.
Oh my god.
I'm glad that
And
the
then you
guy
meet
got a
this
role he
character.
actually could, make good use of one
Mm-hmm.
later down
Yeah.
the line.
And after his death, you meet Burn Victim, the Christian.
I played
Best
Lee
character.
Everett in Walking Dead. Oh yeah, what else did you play? I died really quickly in New Vegas. I got like 2 lines.
Yeah. I played a nameless trader who gets head capped immediately.
I just one of my favorite things I gotta say, honest to God, from Fallout New Vegas' Honest Hearts DLC was the fact that when I played it, it was really buggy and it crashed like 3 times, I think. And then I got to the end and I was so fucking sick of playing it that when there's like this other guy who's another Christian, he like chastised me for not helping anybody. And I basically just said, okay, fuck off. Give me some cool equipment. And he left. And then the DLC ended.
Sorry, you're not fucking committed to God enough. I'm
It
not
was-
a fan.
One thing about Honest Hearts I do like is there's this. I think there's this like there's this corpse you can find in the area because it's like a cavernous place, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
Utah,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like caverns and stuff. I think
It's
there's a corpse you can
Mormons.
find with NCR armor on and a unique assault rifle, which tells a story about how like the tribesmen who were there, who you're fighting, were raised by this guy while he was dying from after the bombs originally dropped, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nice bit of lore.
There's little bits and pieces of New Vegas that do genuinely, they're really well done. And then you get to the Caesar's Legion and it's like, that's right. I'm playing New Vegas. Yeah, I think
I like that they just burned Nipton down to the fucking ground because they had prostitutes.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's actually Helgen.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool town. You'll never see it again. It's whole purpose.
Bro really heard sex workers and went,
OnlyFans
please
accepted. Opinion
please let there be a mod out there where the guy that's waiting for you at Nipton and speaks to you and just goes, hey, you're finally awake.
But yeah,
I just won the lottery. I did.
One of my favorite parts of
I always kill that guy. I can't bring myself to let him
no
live.
chances he lived. 40mm right to the back of the skull.
one of my favorite parts of the entire time I played Fallout New Vegas was probably there was a mission I had started. I'm trying to remember how it even happened. I totally broke this quest, like completely broke it on accident.
Okay.
And it was really funny. So I met this prostitute by sleeping with her. It's a good start to any story.
Which one?
It's just a prostitute. I don't remember her name. I remember I was in the Vegas Strip. I went to this place. There's a prostitute. Or no, it wasn't even a prostitute. It was like
bro pumped and dumped.
Well, okay. Wait. You have no idea how funny that phrase is. So let me get to it because it's really funny. So I have sex with this prostitute, and then she's like, and after I have sex with her, I talk to her, and there's like a dialogue box about her, like about some like guy. And I'm like, oh, what's this about? And she's like, oh, you to be wheeling the head, thank you. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I started a quest. Then I find her fucking boyfriend. And then he's like, oh, can you help get her out of there? And I was like, oh, she's been sex trafficked? Okay. So not only did I fuck her, I went back to the place she worked at, killed every single person inside the building. Keep in mind, I was playing a morally righteous character when doing this, and I didn't lose any karma.
Yeah, righteous.
I just slaughtered all these human traffickers, found her, brought her out.
Gained karma.
I brought her out. The guy's like, oh my God, you saved her. Thank you. And I escort them out of the city. And then this group of like these, like, I don't even know. There's just a bunch of dickheads coming out of the corner, around the corner. And I'm like,
Andrew Tate showed up and said, hey, that's my prostitute.
No, it's like a bunch of guys coming around the corner. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way these guys are with them because I just killed every single person in that building. There's no way any of you guys work with any of them. And they're like, hey, yo, give us back our broad. And I'm like, if you want her back, I'm going to fucking kill you. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry. And then the game bugged. Like, after I said that, like, they never left. Every one of those people just stood in the alleyway. And then the guy told me, the boyfriend of the girl that I totally slept with, he was like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Here's some money. And I was, oh, okay. And then they never left. All the gangsters and the boyfriend were just always stood there.
Yeah, common Bethesda game.
It's not Bethesda, you bastard.
Well, it's you know what I mean.
It's made by Obsidian.
Yeah, but Obsidian were told to make it by Bethesda.
Yeah, and they were given like what were they given? Like 18
Yeah, here,
months.
8 months, make a game, and they made the best
It
Fallout that's
was,
ever come out.
I think it was eight. I think it was
I'm
18
pretty sure it
months.
was somewhere between 1.5 and 2 years, so about 18
I
months.
think it was 18 months.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying
18 months to
Halo
make a
2 was
game.
made in fucking 10 months. So I don't want to fucking hear it from anyone at Obsidian. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Whatever you say,
Whenever you say
nerd.
liberal. One of I always find it funny whenever New Vegas fans defend Fallout New Vegas, they always say the same shit where it's like they only had
Yeah, no, they
only
do.
had 18 months. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, but if you know you have a strict deadline, why the fuck would you keep trying to add in a bunch of bullshit that's breaking your game?
Yeah. If you knew
Funny.
if you knew you had a strict deadline, then why wouldn't you rein in on your ambitiousness a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. It just annoys me.
Money.
Yeah,
Money.
no, because money.
Cash.
Hey, Obsidian, we heard you're making a game for Bethesda. Why do you want to do that? Money.
Yeah. We're gonna make this game for this company that they told us to, and then we're gonna tell everyone constantly, 24/7, that we made this game. Hey, we're Obsidian. Remember us? We made New Vegas. Remember that?
It's the one good thing we have going
Obsidian have
for
like
us.
this fucking like trailer thing where it shows off the characters from the game they made, and fucking New Vegas guy shows up and he's like, "Yeah, God, we know you made the best one. Shut up."
We know.
Yeah, I'm just I don't even know, man. That
I mean, I enjoy New Vegas. I find it fun. I think the side quests are interesting. I think that I agree with you that it is a bit empty. I agree with you, but I also think that the side quests that you find are interesting enough to where it makes it worth it. I don't mind walking that extra distance and, all that open space if the fucking quests I get to do
my
interesting.
Speaking of that,
go ahead.
okay. Speaking, I don't think the open space would be that hated if there was a sprint button.
Yeah,
You know what? It's not even that.
Because it's
Not even.
just you'll like I'll see something on my reticle like over there. It's like, oh, undiscovered place, and I'll just be walking across empty beige sands for like
Yeah.
5 minutes before I get to it.
My thing, that wouldn't fix it for me because my biggest issue is that when you get to that location and you discover it, you never have to walk there again. You never ever have to
Yeah.
walk there again. You just fast travel. And this is something that I learned I hated this whenever I played and finished Red Dead Redemption 2, which has become one of my favorite fucking games of all time. Even though it's not the greatest game of all time, it's become one of my favorites because of one specific reason. I didn't know my entire first playthrough when I played Red Dead Redemption 2. I had no fucking idea that the entire game you can fast travel. There's a fast travel mechanic, not the because a lot of people think I'm talking about the trains, not the trains.
Yeah, if you upgrade his Arthur's lodging, you can fast
his
travel.
little camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that on my
Yeah.
first playthrough. So okay, then I go to my second playthrough. I know it. I still never used it once. I used the train one time, except for that. Never used it once. On my third fucking playthrough, halfway through it is the first time I ever used the fast travel. And that made me learn something very important about Fallout New Vegas and a lot of other fucking open world games. If I feel like I should just fast travel somewhere instead of walking there, you have made a bad open world game.
Yeah, it's like with Red Dead. The reason you'd ride there instead of fast travel is because anything can happen between there and then, and you'll know either someone will ask you for
Yeah,
help,
no.
or you'll get robbed, or
There's so many
something.
like little random events that
Yeah,
can
random
happen, just like
events.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
or
really
Like you
just
might come
fucking
across
interesting
cool.
things you
something.
might
Yeah.
come across. Yeah.
It's one of the
Well, in
things
New
that
Vegas, there's nothing.
exactly. There you maybe you'll spot a death
Sand.
claw and it's like, "Oh, that's a really difficult enemy. I guess I won't go. I guess I'll sneak around him and then that's it.
Oh,
Yeah."
no way! Look, rat scorpion. That's the 8th.
Oh my god, it's a rad scorpion. I haven't seen one of those yet. 5 hours later. Oh
Oh,
my god, it's a rad scorpion. That's the 15,000th one I've seen.
Wait. Look. Gecko.
Oh, it's a fire ant.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, no. I was just walking on my way down to the Mojave outpost. I saw this little room over here, killed some people, and I walk on in. There's like 6 mantises in here. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I stepped on all of them. They died immediately. I didn't mean to do that. I got an
I
achievement for it.
sneezed on one of them and it advanced and it killed it.
I can't even like fathom how someone can make an open world game that has such nothing in it. Because there really isn't anything in a majority of the open world. It's like these small towns that you go to. Right? And it's like at that point. Yeah, but it's I don't know. It feels like anytime there's something interesting in the open world, you have to find it in a town.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
think
in a building.
A big part of it is a lack of people. There's not people anywhere outside of the buildings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless that one guy who's playing guitar and has a cool sounding gun. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's
which is also
the one
only thing
interesting person you can find.
He's also directly tied to a fucking quest.
I just kill him.
Oh, I mean, there you go. There's that too.
I want that revolver.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I don't know, man.
Primary, Mike.
With that being said, though,
primary.
Moving back onto the main story.
No.
Yeah.
I'm curious. How long did it take you guys to beat the main story?
Ooh, no idea.
Like when you started your first game, the start of your first game to the end, how long do you think it took you?
A while, because I did everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Besides,
give me an estimate.
I didn't do literally everything like Kieran does, but I did do a fair amount.
I maxed out a lot of my stuff before I even met Benny, so a while. Like I said, I had 100 in guns before I even met Benny. Few hours at best. It would have, because I just avoided it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guns I went to meet Benny with.
I easily must have had at least like half a day in the game before I finished.
I know for a fact that the guns I went to kill Benny with were the same guns I had while I was defending Hoover Dam. So, I didn't upgrade in between those 2 times.
Yo,
God
I killed
damn.
Benny. He had like 10 caps on him. I have hundreds of thousands.
Oh, yeah. Benny had a blue star cap. That's my 19th one. I'm 80 hours in.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't know, probably took me about 50 hours, I'd assume, because I streamed it.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I would have made it longer.
Yeah, let me go to my YouTube channel and see.
I want to say I at least spent a day on it, like 24 hours.
Yeah. See, that's a good number, I feel.
I could probably check my hours on my Xbox right now.
Let's go. Yep. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
But there's the thing. You take New Vegas, right? You compare that to another game, another RPG, Skyrim. How long was your first Skyrim playthrough, nerd?
Oh, fuck. 450 hours.
That is a great question.
We don't. Nobody knows. No one knows.
Skyrim. I'm trying to think.
I know mine.
Because it's worth, obviously New Vegas and Skyrim are 2 very different games, but they come from the same, core of being an RPG, so it's worthwhile to compare them.
Oh, by the way, just a heads up, I totally just I just went back and I found how long it took me. It took me, let me see here. 10, 15, 13, about 17 hours to beat this main story of Fallout New Vegas. With that being said, Skyrim took me a long time, because I remember I like dragged it out, because that was another game when I played as a kid. Yeah. I fucking hated it, because for anyone who doesn't know, The Xbox 360 release of Skyrim is fucking awful. It is the ugliest game you'll ever see. Everyone seems to forget that because
that's why they re-released it.
Yeah, the special edition, I tell people all the time, like, play the special edition. Don't fucking play the original, play special edition. It's objectively fucking better in every way.
Yeah. I have 2 copies of Skyrim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many times they've re-released it? You could have more than that.
Yeah.
I got one for my Xbox and one for my Switch. I can be in Tamriel on the go.
I actually got Red Dead Redemption for my Switch. I've been playing that every time I go out
I
on a road
remember
trip.
being a tiny little kid and having Skyrim, and I hated it because my brain couldn't process it because I was used to Call of Duty. I was used to being told where to go.
Well, yeah, when I
Where's the guns? Just wait 10 more years, little Brody. It'll be added later.
when I got older, I had played through the entirety of Skyrim when I was like 14 or 15 on the Xbox 360. I played through it on this special edition or not special edition, but whatever the one with all the DLC and stuff in it is. I played through that one because my mom, Legendary Edition. My mom bought me the Legendary Edition because there was like this big sale at GameStop, and I played through the entire game over the span of like 3 days straight. I didn't stop playing. There's one night I was literally up for 24 hours straight playing through it because I was enjoying it so much. Because like that's the thing with Bethesda, and I think even Obsidian has a little bit of this, where they're really good. Like I've said this before. I don't think Bethesda counts as a game development studio. I don't think they are. I think they're magicians. Because their games aren't deep. They're not. Their games are just inherently, they've never been deep. They're not very, very mechanically in depth. However, they always have a massive illusion of being some of the most in-depth mechanical RPGs out there. Right?
Magic.
Yeah.
They're literally Shadow Wizard money
They
game.
cast a spell on you, and the spell makes you think Bethesda games are good.
No, I mean,
no. They take you into a fucking room with a straitjacket, and they fucking hook you up to a TV screen that just tells you to love it. Bethesda.
It plays Skyrim music.
Your eyes just begin to spiral, and you just start waving out each word. I get it now. I love a lack of content.
I just find it funny because it's like a lot of people either love or hate Bethesda. And it's like, you guys are all idiots because you don't realize that you guys have been duped from the get-go. Like,
is it such a bad thing to love and hate them at the same time?
That's where I stand. I think Skyrim is a fun game because
I like the games they've made, but they've not tried to advance past their style of game making.
Bethesda, I love Skyrim, but please tell me, what the fuck is this Starfield?
Let's not talk about Starfield, please don't. That game is
what do you mean? They added the
Hear me out. We're talking about Fallout New Vegas here. It's worthwhile comparing it to other RPGs. Would you rather play New Vegas or Starfield?
Well, obviously New Vegas. I somewhat enjoyed New Vegas. Starfield's just a sad game. It's not even bad. That's the worst thing I think that is the truth about Starfield. A lot of people say it's bad. Starfield is not bad. It is a 5 out of 10. It is a 5 out of 10 in the worst possible sense. That game, it's not the worst at anything it does, but it's not the fucking best at anything it does. It is so abnormal. It is so hilariously fucking mid. Everything that game does has been outperformed by every other game in the fucking industry. Let's see, spaceships, like spaceship piloting and all that, outperformed like 4 or 5 different games. Let's see, realistic space simulation, outperformed by a fucking Star Citizen even. Let's see, combat. Combat has been outperformed by fucking even Fallout 4 outperformed that game's goddamn combat. At least Fallout 4 had some interesting like monsters to fight.
Bro, that's great, but Kieran thought of something funny, so like.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, continue. I thought of something funny. Which game has longer loading screens? New Vegas or Starfield?
Okay, wait. No, this is very important. Are you including loading screens that technically last forever?
Sure.
Because I never encountered that with Starfield. Starfields are always like about 30 seconds long, but they're consistently 30 seconds long. New Vegas, you can go from a 20-second loading screen to a 2-second loading screen to a 20-hour long loading screen. It's never
I've
consistent.
been playing New Vegas for 10 hours.
And
Oh, really? Where you up to? Oh, I tried leaving Dark Missile, though.
This is why Skyrim is better, because it has like a 10-second loading screen, and while you're loading, you get to look at the rabbit jack.
You get to spin some random shit around.
You get once upon a time it obviously wasn't as good, but nowadays consoles, you get a 10-second loading screen and you get to stare at the rabbit jack.
I think my Skyrim loading screens are broken because I get like the same 5 items in like the thing instead of like a bunch of different things each time. Like I'll get like a metal cage, a hawker, a pickaxe, and that's it.
You know what? I want to see an RPG that like is just good.
Well, good luck, Buckaroo.
I like Baldur's Gate 3. I wish more people talked about that game and not New Vegas, because New Vegas is hilariously mid. You know, actually, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, because this is a debate I've gotten in with someone before, and it's always annoyed me. Do you prefer the static, very clear and concise number for checks in New Vegas, where it's like, you have to have like 50 speech to pass a speech check, or you have to have 25 in guns to pass a guns check, shit like that?
Yeah.
Do you prefer that, or do you prefer the dice roll speech mechanic from Fallout 3?
Okay, when it comes to when you're playing a game and there's a limiter saying like, oh, you have to have this to even attempt to do it, I feel like that's restricting when I'm playing. It's like, well, I'd like to do that, but I just can't now, and now I'm never going to be able to do that. I'd like to at least have a chance, even if it's not likely to happen, instead of just completely skip over that thing that could happen and just push past it.
Yeah,
because now the only time I'm gonna
what I would want
is when we play the game.
If I was developing a game like that, what I would want to do is I'd want to do what New Vegas does with the you have to have this certain level to have a guarantee that it will work. But if you have a lower level, then you will have a chance that it will work, depending on how close your level is to that. That's what I would want.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that I can just not do something because I'm not high enough level. That's dumb.
That reminds me, with Fallout 4, when I started playing it, one thing which I really hated was that if you need like a lockpicking level 5, it's not gonna let you even attempt to unlock the thing. Like in Skyrim, if you don't have master lockpicking, you can still attempt it, but it's difficult. But in Fallout, if you don't have that level of lockpicking, it's just not gonna let you try it, and I didn't like that. Because I didn't want to have to go and get that and then come back, and I'd rather just waste my time.
You have to remember that it's there and come back.
Yeah,
like, I'm not going to remember
that.
I
didn't do that.
Besides, imagine how much more fun the fucking skilling speed runs would be.
Apologies, everybody. We had an audio error because my cat ran into my microphone.
No, that's fine.
That's brilliant. Good job, Chief.
Yeah.
What's the cat's opinion on New Vegas?
Chiefy, what's your opinion on New Vegas? Tell the microphone.
Well, it's a cat, so it's halfway to a femboy.
He's just purring into it.
He got halfway through the DV.
Yeah.
he did what I did through the box.
I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but he was just purring into it. He liked being held like that. That was a little unsettling. Chief, don't ever purr like that again.
Yeah, he's definitely a New Vegas player.
He's purring. He likes New Vegas.
Come on, Chiefy, you're supposed to mew, not purr.
Oh yeah. Speaking of New Vegas, what's some things about the game that you like that other people probably don't talk about as often, I guess? Because everyone has their own part that they like that aren't talked about. I feel like it'd be
the variety of
something
weapons.
From when you did.
I like the weapons. Not enough people talk about being able to hit people with a 6-shooter and then immediately switch to a plasma rifle. Hit them with that as well, and then chuck a dynamite, and then pull out a homemade stitched together Molotov and chuck that at them. It's like you got a lot of options, and I like it.
I
Also, the perks. I really like the perk system.
I was gonna
Yeah, I
say
like the
love
way
how
they did
fucking
that in
silly.
New Vegas.
I like how some of them are just like flat out not even that good, but like intentionally. It's just like you're
I
picking
like
it
how
to
you had
be
to
on.
earn the perks and not just unlock them.
Yeah. I just like that you can be a cannibal. It's like, why would you
Yeah.
want that? Well, you can. We're giving you the
Well,
option.
what do you not pick the cannibal perk?
I did not.
I did not.
Oh, oh.
I did pick up Lady Killer though, obviously.
Yeah, I can like comfortably say that I was I think if I had to choose one thing in specific that I really, really liked about Fallout New Vegas, it would be character creation from the role playing level all the way up to like customization of the character.
Splimbly lore.
Yep. Splimbly lore. Yes, please.
Interesting.
That's my take. Anyways, I really, really like a lot of the character creation stuff that they added. It's very good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I guess.
I like it. I like the starting because like you start up a fucking Skyrim game, you literally you design your character in terms of appearance, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Who
That
are you?
yeah, that's it. Whereas with New Vegas, you get to immediately make a decision on who you're going to be.
Who
You know,
are
what
See
certain
yourself get
advantages
shot.
you're going to have.
who
Yeah.
are Moo?
Yeah.
Who are Mew? Mew's at the camera.
God, shut up.
Yep, that's him.
Shut the fuck up.
Would you guys
Officer, what do we do? He's mogging.
Fuck off.
would you guys play it?
Captain, what do we do? He's not on the list.
Would you guys like New Vegas if you
He's
could
not mewing.
or sorry, would you guys like New Vegas more if you could Mew and Mog?
No.
You wouldn't like it more?
Is that not what the charisma stat is?
Are you telling me that fucking No Bark isn't mewing 24/7?
Ooh.
Shut
No Bark went insane for mogging, so now
I
lives in the
love
chat.
No Bark. He's my favorite character.
I love the idea that No Bark is the guy from Fallout 2. I love that idea.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Because like there's a car crash, the gun in Fallout 2 is sold in the dino shop nearby. He talks about shit from Fallout 2. So obvious that he's that's one thing I like about New Vegas. It actually feels like it's connected to the original two games. Unlike Fallout 4 and 76. Feels like they're in their own world.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, they literally are in their real own world.
But yeah, but they don't feel like they're connected to the, Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah, no. I know.
Because in 76, they talk about the Master and they talk about the NCR and where the other games took place, and they actually talk about the world. While in
Yeah.
Fallout 4, I don't think I ever heard of the Master or why the mutants, are about. They're just there.
It's just a fact of life
It
now.
feels like, it just feels like the newer games are trying to ignore what came before.
To be fair, with Fallout 3 actually had a very good reason for the mutants to be there. I actually really liked Fallout 3's mutants. Super mutants, anyways.
Yeah, well, I never said Fallout 3. Fallout 3 seems fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you said all of the Bethesda ones. Okay, my bad.
4 and 76, I mean, mainly, because they don't feel connected.
Well, 76 is just a complete shit show that's all about just ruining a lot of the universe. And then Fallout 4, it had a reason, but it was forced and stupid. It was literally just, the Institute, we wanted to experiment with the FEV virus. And it's like, why would you experiment that on humans again? Like, come on. It's so stupid.
76 is even lazier.
I never played
what
much
happened last time, guys.
Because I think the mutants are in the fucking 76, but I think it's because the government brought FEV before the bombs dropped and made the mutants that are in 76.
Of
It's
course.
like, yeah, sure, that's fine. The lore works there, yeah. Ignore the Master making the mutants. No, he didn't do that. No, government, yeah.
Oh man.
Do what you want, Bethesda.
They gotta find somewhere to put fucking mutants in Appalachia. I mean, personally, it's Appalachia, so I would have taken the fact that everyone fucking humps their sister out there and made them into mutants, but
Yeah, no, the mutants on FEV, they're just like the average resident there.
just the average Appalachian family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that all being said, Brody, would you like to tell us why would you like to tell us how the game Fallout New Vegas turned you into a femboy?
I'm not answering
Yeah,
that one. No, no.
please inform us. Tell the class.
No. I'm not actually gonna hit that
It doesn't
one.
have to be
Right,
super
so
descriptive. You can just give like a basic idea.
yeah, but it literally didn't happen. So how can I answer a question that's not true?
I don't know. Just explain to the
Right. So
audience, man.
basically,